Um, Welcome back. This video is basically a weekly review on what I've done in terms of learning Spanish. So basically, we've gone through about 7 lessons in StudySpanish.com. So we looked at different vowels and consonant sounds. And in addition to that, I've been going through YouTube videos on uh, conversations spoken by native Spanish speakers. So basically, you have videos um, uh, where they give you a scenario, and then you have two speakers, speaking in the background. They're talking about a situation, and then after that they show you the subtitles in Spanish and English, and this is a really good immersion experience. So for instance, let me show you a conversation. um, Let me just play it out. Okay, let's just take it to okay.
Comprar más por ahora.
Sí, creo que no. Muchas gracias.
Bueno, estoy regresando a la casa.
Qué bien. ¿Puedes comprar unas cosas en el camino de regreso?
Por supuesto. ¿Qué quieres que compre?
Necesitamos leche y pan para el desayuno de mañana.
Leche y pan. Entendido. ¿Cuántos litros de leche?
Creo que uno es suficiente.
Bueno, ¿algo más?
Espera, deja veo si hay mantequilla. Sí, tenemos un poco aún.
Bueno, ¿y tenemos cerveza todavía?
Sí, hay una botella acá aún.
Bueno, entonces no necesitamos comprar más por ahora.
Sí, creo que no. Muchas gracias. Va,
All right, so you've briefly seen the conversation, and then it was um, shown in subtitles. So this is a good way for like immersing yourself in the language, so you can like uh, you know um, go through these videos, put in the background, listen to it, listen to how they're speaking. So in that way, you'll catch some words that are like commonly being used. It'll improve your vocabulary, and you'll also know the meaning of the words because it's that conversation is repeated um, after after it is spoken. So that's one of the good ways to immerse yourself in the language. The other way would be like going through any kind of interviews, celebrity interviews, stuff like that. So, for instance, let's see what comes up on the feed. Um, so, okay, let's just take this one as an example.
Tengo dos, Botín y Juana la Loca. Hay uno que se llama Punto MX, que es uno de mis chefs favoritos. Hay uno que se llama Santita, que es nuevo. Taquería El Alamillo, que es increíble. La primera vez llegué en un vuelo de Nueva York, 2 de enero del 2018. Estaba muy emocionada. Siempre había querido conocer Madrid y saber que la primera vez que vine fue justamente para Elite. Yo creo que ha sido mágico. Lo recuerdo con mucha emoción y lloré en el avión. Lo primero que me acuerdo que hice fue ir a la Puerta del Sol. Tengo varias. Adapté muchas palabras como estoy flipando, tía. Esto está muy guay, como la mazo. ¿Qué más? El flipando es el que más se me ha quedado. Lo que más me ha sorprendido. ¡Buah! La libertad que tengo al caminar en una calle.
All right, so you get the idea. So I mean, going through different interviews, going through I mean, like those kind of videos, you will know how um, how Spanish is spoken um, in a normal way, right? Um, so that is basically what one could do in addition to the exercises. Um, and the other thing which I've been doing is I have been going to this website. I'll link it in the description. So this is basically BBC News in Spanish, and basically this will test your skills in reading Spanish. So try to see how much you can read or grasp, right, while reading something. And this is also a good way to read uh, and improve your vocabulary. So if you can scroll down, you'll see like news on sports, on you have international news, right? Um, so and it'll obviously keep you informed of what's happening around the world, and so that's all right. So and the other thing would be to like while reading it, read it aloud, so that I mean it serves two purposes. You you'll make an attempt in pronouncing those words, and the moment you like say it out loud, it tends to stick with you, and which is a good thing because it'll um, add those words to your vocabulary, right? For instance, I'm going to read out this. Um, and again, it may not be perfect, right? You obviously might make mistakes, but you're at least making an attempt in pronouncing those words. So let's try reading this. So this is entiendo las demandas de los manifestantes. Comento un consignero de 22 años. Alright, so I read a sentence, right? So from what I've got from this is entiendo, based on the conversation videos that I've gone through. I know entiendo means got it, right? And uh, los means the, the, manifestantes could be manifestations in English. Commento, I think it means comments. I don't know. 22 años. Not sure what is años. Cocinero. Alright, so they got 22 demand us. It could be something to do with demand. Manifestations, demand, call it. The manifestations. Comento un cocinero. Cocinero. 22 años. So I think from this sentence I've got maybe like 3 or 4 words out of it. So entiendo means got it. Demandas, I think it means demand. Manifestantes means could be manifestations. Un I know uno means one. I'm not sure if un means one too, but you gotta see. But anyways, I mean the good thing is, we are putting our mind, we are applying ourselves, trying to figure out what each word is rather than like passively reading it, right? So let's see what this means. So I'm going to Google Spanish to English translation, and let's see let's paste this sentence, sorry. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so I understand the demands. Alright, so demands, we got demands. I understand, so got it, understand, I understand. So it's probably the same thing, right? So I understand the demands of the loss means that's correct. The protesters. So I was totally wrong on this. So manifestantes is uh, okay, manifestantes. I can double check. See if we can. Let's see if it's indeed protesters. It is protesters. Okay. Alright, so lost manifestantes. So, okay, so that's a good thing to know, right? So, even when reading a sentence in that article, we are improving our vocabulary, right? So, this is the process that we need to follow. So, manifestantes means protesters. Comento on consignor de 22 años. Años is 22. Okay, so 22-year old, right? That's probably what is años. And the other thing is you can also listen to it. There's an option in Google to like listen to this.
Entiendo las demandas de los manifestantes, comentó un cocinero de 22 años.
Okay, and let's see what's the meaning of un, right? Just taking out every single word out there. Un means a 22-year-old. Okay. Alright. So these are the little things, right? Which will obviously form and improve your language of Spanish. So yeah, so this is what I've been doing this week. We had the study of Spanish lessons, and then we've been going through conversations in YouTube, then some interviews, celebrity interviews in Spanish, and reading news articles in Spanish. So thank you for watching today's video. Until then, see you next time.